This book is fucked. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's fucked. I give it 5 stars though, and I will be continuing with the series. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. One of my goals is to make progress in the series that I am still in the middle of. Whenever I read a book and it's part of a series, if I didn't enjoy that first book or it was just like 3 stars for me, I don't care to continue the series. And what I always say is that when I lose interest in a series, that's when the series is officially over for me. So while there are certainly books that I've started that are parts of series, I have no intention of continuing that series. However, there are a certain amount of series that I am currently in the middle of that I am really enjoying but have not finished. So this video is me sharing all of the series that I'm still in the middle of that I have plans to make progress on throughout the rest of 2024. Let's talk about it. The first one is The Diviners by Libba Bray. This is a 4-book series. Technically, I have already finished 2 books, and I will not be reading book 4 just because I've heard it's shit. So in my mind, I have 1 more book to finish for this, but I've been putting off reading it just because I know there's a character in here who I hate so fucking much, and this book is gonna get really, really, really dark. My goal is to finish this series for this year, and this is a completed series by Libba Bray. So once I finish book 3, that'll be the end of that. I'm also in the middle of The Extraordinary Adventures of the Athena Club by Theodore Goss. This is a 3-book series. I didn't even tell you what The Diviner was. I'm gonna assume you know what The Diviners is. This is a 3-book series following girls who are daughters of like fictional men. So we have like Jekyll and Hyde, we have Frankenstein, we have the daughter of Dr. Moreau. Picture things like that. So these girls form something called the Athena Club, and they're just out there solving mysteries together. It's a very cozy and very fun series. I've already finished book 1, which I loved. I finished book 2, which I hated. And the last book is book 3. Book 3 makes me nervous, just like book 3 of The Diviners makes me nervous, because it's covering a lot of heavy topics that I have to be in the right mindset to read, but my goal is to finish this series this year. Now, some of the series on this list will have their own videos on my channel, and The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman is one of them. If you're not new to my channel, you might be wondering why the heck it's on this list, because I didn't like the first book. And it's for the video that I'm doing that you're going to see at some point in March. So just know that The Thursday Murder Club follows a group of elderly people who are living in a retirement home where they are solving murders and getting up to general mischief and mayhem. I was just about to lie to your face and say I really enjoy it. No, I don't. I just said I don't enjoy it. What? I am gonna finish this series. I've already finished book 1, book 2, and I'm halfway through book 3. So my goal is to finish this series for that specific video. And I don't believe that book 4 is actually the final book in the Thursday Murder Club. I think that Richard Osman has a plan to continue writing the series, but he took a pause for this year, and then book 5 will be coming out 2025. I think. The Veronica Speedwell series, just like the Thursday Murder Club, you might be wondering why the fuck I put it on this list since I didn't even like Veronica Speedwell. Same idea. You're gonna see a video where I'm attempting to finish this series. We'll call it Second Chance. You can look forward to that. But Veronica Speedwell follows I don't know how to pronounce this, leopard something. She's a butterfly researcher, right? And Stoker, and they have like this crazy tension-filled relationship, but they're also solving murders and mysteries. I don't know how to classify this book. Historical is largely what I would say. This is a 9-book series so far. I sure as hell have no intention of getting to book 9, but I hope I can make some more progress and maybe fall in love with the series after book 1, because I didn't like book 1. A series that I do actually really enjoy is the Lady Hardcastle series by T.E. Kinsey. This is also a murder mystery series. I'm noticing a trend now. But in this series, we're following a woman named Lady Hardcastle and her maid, Flo. And her and Flo have gotten up to a lot of things, a lot of adventure, some very interesting pasts that we do not know about yet. But they decide that they're tired of the adventurous life, so they move to this cozy, quaint English countryside town, thinking they're just going to relax. But oh boy, are they not going to relax, because of course murder is following them everywhere and people start dying. It is a murder mystery series where each book is them solving a different mystery. It is a very long series at 11 books, so we'll see how long I go on the series before I overall lose interest, but I do really like Flo, and Lady Hardcastle is like the very definition of a cozy. Emily Wilde by Heather Fawcett. This is a duology technically so far. I don't know if Heather Fawcett plans to have a third book, but if you're new here, Emily Wilde was one of my favorite books of 2023, and the sequel just came out this January. I haven't read it yet just because my reading is very structured for the first couple of months in 2024, but I do plan to read the sequel. And if you don't know what Emily Wilde and this series is about, we're following Emily Wilde, who is a professor of fae and fairies, and she does research essentially on the myths and lores around these creatures and the actual creatures themselves in various countries. At the opening of Emily Wilde, she is in a small northeastern European country. It's fictional, so I don't remember which one it's based on, but she is up there. She's doing research. The townspeople really don't like her because Emily kind of has difficulty understanding like social cues. She can be very awkward, and she's very much just involved in her research until her rival frenemy, Wendell Bamblebee, inserts himself into her mission. It becomes a fairy tale in the truest sense of the word. It's very dark, although not the darkest that it could be, and I really love it. I'm excited to read book 2 when I get around to it, and you bet your ass I will be jumping on that line for the Fairy Loot Special Edition. I sure will. This is another series, which I am not sure how many more books there will be, but this is the Ernest Cunningham series by Benjamin Stevenson. I read in January. Everyone in my family has killed someone. I won't say too much on it because you're going to see my thoughts in an upcoming Reading Booktubers Favorites video, but I'm going to continue with the series. The second book is Everyone on This Train is a Suspect. I'm not sure how the author will handle the whole series thing with it because the first book was very much based on Ernest and his family, but I'm assuming he now has to solve a murder mystery on a train, which I hope will be a lot of fun, and I don't know how many books will come after that, but so far there's 2. Windy City by Liz Tomford. Yeah. Who thought we'd see the day, because I DNF'd book 1. But I read The Right Move, and like everyone else on the fucking planet, I loved it. I loved it. And book 3 follows a baseball player who's a single dad falling in love with his nanny. I'm so excited to read book 3. So far, there are 3 books in the series, but Liz Tomford is releasing book 4 this year, and I just love it. I love all the steamy romance of it. It's just so well done. I say as if I only haven't read 1 book in the series, but I'm hoping that the next 2 books I read are going to hit, because book 1 did not hit, but book 2, she slapped. We have the Viking Omegaverse. Yes, you've heard that right, a Viking Omegaverse. This is a historical romance series set in the Viking times. It's very, very dark, and I really like it a lot. What can I tell you about this? I don't know. I just really enjoy it. There's 6 books in the series, although the books get progressively longer because the first book was just over 300 pages, but the next book is over 600 pages. Like, damn. Author clearly had a lot to say here because that's a lot. I hope that I love book 2 just as much as book 1, and we'll continue to make progress in this series. Killing Stalking. Yeah, I read it. I did read it. In case you missed my library haul, I told you all about it. This book is fucked in many, many, many ways. Like, literally, I do not recommend that you read this because it's going to be a lot. Killing Stalking is a manhwa series following a man who is stalking another man. This man is obsessed with him. He's just like, you know what? I just really love Sung-woo so much, and I'm gonna break into his house. And so he breaks into his house, and he's in Sung-woo's bed, kind of rolling around, when he hears screaming from the basement. And he goes to check it out and realizes that Sung-woo's a serial killer. Yeah, he's a serial killer. And Sung-woo's gonna kill him, but instead he decides that he's gonna hold him captive because our main character is like, Sung-woo, no, I love you. And he's like, as you should. As you should love me. This book is fucked. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's fucked. I give it 5 stars though, and I will be continuing with the series. I think so far there are 6 books in the manhwa, and I definitely will be continuing as we speak. I have volumes 2 and 3 reserved in my library, which I will have to pick up on Monday. Donuts Under a Crescent Moon is a really cute sapphic manga series following a character who potentially is asexual or on the aromantic spectrum. The author never confirms this, but it definitely is heavily alluded to, and it is 2 women falling in love It's a workplace romance and I really enjoy it. There are only 4 and it is a complete series, so it shouldn't take me too long to finish, and we can count that as an easy win for 2024. That's every series that I am currently in the middle of that I have plans to make some attempt to finish in 2024. As I've mentioned, you will see the Thursday Murder Club and the Veronica Speedwell video coming up in March. But if there's another series that I've mentioned that you want to see a dedicated reading vlog for, please let me know in the comments down below, because I can schedule it in and have that posted as one of the 2 videos that I post every single week here on my channel. If you are not subscribed already, please make sure to do so, and also let me know what your favorite series is, because I would love to know that. I have no issue with starting series, and I'm always looking for new ones to get into. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!